With Love, You're Sweetly Salted is a Real One film from 2023. This is directed by Forry. It's written by Lindsay Stidham, and we have a cast including Lanie McAuley as Alison. And unfortunately, I didn't like this for several reasons. I don't like the narrative. I don't like Alison as a protagonist. She is a food critic, and she wrote a review that was not positive. And it kind of made me laugh because we see the review on screen and it's not very well written. It's not written by somebody who's actually good at writing. And then a couple of scenes later, she regrets not having more involvement from an editor because an editor might have made her change her words. Absolutely not. That's not how it works. But it just made me laugh that I saw the writing and thought that could do with a good edit. And then she commented on something very similar a few scenes later. There was a lot of backlash because what she said isn't what people generally believe. And she thought the only solution was to go undercover because she, as a critic, she is anonymous. And she decided she was going to go undercover and work for the chef, I guess, to find out some positive things and write a bit of a retraction. That's an absolutely pathetic thing. No critic worth their salt would ever do anything to retract their thoughts. If people disagreeing with you makes you regret what you're saying, you have no business being a critic of anything. There's a difference between being encouraged to look at things from a different perspective and completely regretting having an opinion, because that's what happens here. And after that, I just completely lost any faith in the narrative. I thought Alison was not good at her job. She's not a good writer. She's not, based on what we saw, a very good critic. And I don't agree with any of her actions, and therefore I wasn't buying into the narrative. I wasn't believing it. I didn't care for it. I don't think it worked very well. And I also didn't like Alison as a character. I don't think she was very likeable. Nothing against the performance. Nobody gave a bad performance. But Alison was very boring, sometimes a little bit irritating. The narrative is sloppy, unbelievable, unrealistic. I don't think she was a very good critic either. So there was nothing about this that worked for me. I don't think With Love, You're Sweetly Salted is a good film. I don't think it worked very well. And unless you're particularly interested in some element of this, maybe there's somebody in the cast you're interested in, then it's watchable. It's not unwatchable. But that being said, there's nothing about it that I can praise, really. There's nothing about it that works. Well, as I said, the performances are fine, the lighting's fine, camera work's fine, music's fairly pleasant, but the story isn't good. And Alison, in my opinion, is not a likeable character. Sometimes boring, sometimes a bit annoying. Not great, though. With Love, You're Sweetly Salted did not work for me at all.